Hi, I'm David Fifield, the General Manager for the Hunt franchise. We're here to discuss our Fair Play Task Force, what they've been up to, and what's in the works going forward. Our Fair Play Task Force formed this past winter after some new hires were brought up to speed on the current lay of the land. The first step they took was upgrading Hunt from an older basic form of easy anti-cheat to a more modern level of protection through Epic Online Services. This upgrade also brought us the capacity for more rapid updates going forward as new cheats are identified and need to be blocked. This is by no means a silver bullet solution, but rather our first step in our plans to heighten protection and have more agility to counter threats as we move forward. Something else our task force has worked on is investigating and disabling some local file manipulations. The first manipulation removed was the ability to turn off shadows to gain unfair advantage over opponents. The next exploit countered was the ability for players to disable on-screen rendering of the hunter's weapons or hands. While this feature was initially created to support content creators and fan videos, it was too much of a liability when used for unfair advantages during competitive play. A related and open topic currently under equal scrutiny is the NVIDIA Profile Inspector. While we are actively evaluating if the impact is significant enough to broadly label it an exploit, we can say that the use of the Profile Inspector is detectable, and in obvious cases of abuse, we are already taking action on those offenders. We are revisiting the ping limits and intend to make them more stringent, both in terms of the servers you're allowed to launch into and the servers you're allowed to cross over to when matching with friends. These new limits will have an upper boundary that groups are not allowed to cross. Our intention is to keep matches as fair as possible while still allowing friends to game together. However, if you are on opposite sides of the world, you may no longer be able to play with specific friends after these upcoming changes. When a date and new limits are established, we will share them through our social channels. This summer, we are increasing the number of available servers in overloaded regions, as well as revising the back-end traffic patterns for cross-region players. This is not going to result in a hard region lock as some players call for, but we do expect it to lower the frequency of facing opponents in your local regions who have high pings and are playing from far-off connections. First of all, please use the in-game reporting tools. They are reviewed daily, and the information in those reports serves as the foundation of regular actions taken by the customer service and Fair Play Task Force members. Many future initiatives will look at the database of all reports across time as the backbone for a healthier system going forward. Please avoid rage reporting opponents who simply outplayed you, got a lucky shot, or executed a skillful wallbang. If you're unsure, spectate your opponent for clear evidence of cheating before you report. We understand this is a delicate topic, but the most helpful reports are the ones that state facts and not opinions. Please pay yourself and our staff the respect of being as precise and to the point as you can without devolving into toxic commentary. A recent exploit to put certain characters in your game ID to prevent reporting has also been identified. We're prioritizing this issue, and when ready, we will deploy a back-end fix with no client update needed to remove any such characters from existing IDs, as well as prevent their future use. Beyond in-game reporting, if you have a desire and the means to go above and beyond, please do send your reports to customer support. Videos are of course the best form of proof to offer, along with succinct details of the mission. If you report through customer service and include your own game ID, the exact time, the time zone, and the server region in which the incident occurred, we can pull all the relevant data regardless of hidden statistics or player name manipulations. We know that for many of you, the system feels like a black box you never hear back from. For this reason, an automated system is in development to report certain actions back to you related to in-game reporting, such as suspensions or bans put into effect on offending accounts if the report was considered legitimate and acted on. Apart from the automated system, we will also resume publicly publishing ban waive report statistics like we've done in the past. We are well aware of the controversies around players being allowed to hide their profile data. While their platform ID may not always be available to you as players, the in-game reporting system from the team detail screen does not require you to know the platform ID to make a report. There is still a gap with the in-game reporting system where you can't report a player that you've merely spectated. Some interaction is required. We're investigating closing that gap, but do not have an immediate solution to announce yet. Additionally, the previously client-side attributes file was removed after some legal complications with EU GDPR. Player data and consent for that data to be published is an evolving topic, and it won't always be immediately clear what the motives are for complaints. Regulations concerning personal data are a hot legal topic, so ultimately the file has been removed from client-side access and will not be returning. In closing, we know the discussions around these topics are highly contentious and evoke strong feelings of right versus wrong, and that silence from our side has been mistaken for indifference. With that in mind, we will make fair play an ongoing topic for announcements and updates, coming back quarterly with news and plans around the issues, as well as the results we are navigating with the Fair Play Task Force.